Okay, I'd like to present to you what I believe to be a very stunning mentalism card trick. I've spent quite some time developing this trick. I found some incredible simple yet effective mathematical effects that Miss Meg 822 has presented on YouTube, and I borrowed those tricks and incorporated my own version to come up with this mentalism effect. I've called it the significant card effect, and I've actually had these videos on YouTube for some time ago, and I've deleted them and replaced it with this video because I've tweaked the trick enough to my satisfaction. I feel that it's much better than what I've had before. So I'll show you the effect, and then I'll leave you at the tutorial. So what I do is I get the spectator to just freely shuffle the cards as much as they like. It's a nice thing I like about this trick is there's no setup. You can use a borrowed deck of cards. It's totally impromptu. And then I get the spectator to deal the cards into 4 even piles. And once they've dealt all the cards into 4 even piles, I ask the spectator to pick up any pile without revealing the cards to me or to the performer. Just look at the cards themselves, keeping the backs to the performer. And when they look at the cards, I ask them to just mentally select any one of those cards. So they memorize, let's say they memorize the Ace of Clubs. So they've memorized the Ace of Clubs, and then I ask them to just close the cards right up without showing me the cards once again, and to place the packet on any other packet, and to bury them any way they like. Now, I get the spectator to cut the deck anywhere they like, and I complete the cut. Spectator cuts the deck again, I complete the cut, and they can do this as many times as they like, and they should be quite satisfied that their thought of card is well lost in the deck. And there's no way that the magician could possibly know what their thought of card is, let alone what cards they even looked at to choose their thought of card from. Now, for the first time, the magician looks at the cards and scans through the cards to get a feel for what their thought of card may be. So he scans through the cards, and he seems to be having some trouble finding what may be the thought of card. So he just feels through the cards once again without looking. And then he deals the cards face down. Now, we're going to deal the cards into 4 piles again, and from here on out, the magician is not going to look again at the cards. He's only going to ask for one clue from the spectator about their selected mentally chosen card, and that only clue will be which pile is their card in. So, without the magician looking at the cards, he fans the cards towards the spectator and asks the spectator to just point out if this pile is where their thought of card is. So obviously the Ace of Clubs is not in that pile. So the spectator looks into this pile and they see that their card, the Ace of Clubs, is in this pile. So they just say that, yes, their card is in this pile. So the pile is then just placed on any other pile and buried with any other pile, and the remaining packet is set on top. Then the magician just does a quick little 3-way cut and is now going to attempt to feel for a very significant card. So without even looking at the cards, the magician feels through the cards. And he comes to one card that he feels something very strongly with, and reveals the significant card to be the Ace of Clubs, the thought of card. Now, if you found that very impressive, then I suggest you just take the time and look at the tutorial, and it may seem a little complicated at first, but believe me, it's very easy. Once you really understand it, it's a very simple trick, and I think you'll agree that it's quite mind-blowing. So anyways, thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the tutorial.